Welcome to this pre-match press conference before our big game against Curty's Aldershot Town. Can I take any questions?
Last game we were missing some first-team players through injury. With playing a stronger side in Aldershot, will these players originally unable to play now be able to feature?
Luckily, yes. I mean, our medical staff here have been working around the clock to get our boys ready for this game. Most of the guys have made good recoveries and should be ready for the game today.
That's excellent news. Last game, the player you were most worried about was Brody Litchfield. Who's the player you're most worried about today?
I mean, today's going to be a completely different ball game, really, to our game against Aldershot United. Aldershot Town players are fantastic, and you've got to fancy their chances to go on and win this competition, really. I mean, looking at their squad, Tanner looks incredible. It is a player I'm very, very worried about. Also, I'd like to give a mention, really, to their goalkeeper. Having scouted them, we very quickly realised that Aldershot possibly have the best shot stopper in the competition, which makes any chance we have on goal really even harder to convert.
Who is going to be the player you are most relying on to shout today to ensure your team can come away with the result?
I think really the pace of Justin Donowa will have to be one of our biggest threats going forwards, and I'm hoping that we can utilise this bombing forward and potentially we can cause some damage from that.
Do you consider Aldershot Town the favourites for this match?
I mean, yes, they're the bookies' favourites for a reason. They have an incredibly strong squad. This means we can't really play the way I'd want us to play, which makes it difficult for sure. Having said that, though, if our boys do play to the best of their abilities, we definitely stand a chance for sure.
Well, best of luck for the game, and I hope your boys put a shift in. We'll catch up with you after the game.
Thank you. I shall see you then.
Hello and welcome to FMM Radio. We're here to bring you the latest news from Darlington FC's progress in the Aldershot Town Football Manager Cup. Today they face very tough opponents in Vanarama National League side Aldershot Town, managed by Curty. It's going to be a very tough game for Ben and his men today. Ben is very confident though that if his boys put 110% in, Darlington could come away with a result today. Ben also mentioned that he's got quite a few of his players back from injury, and it seems that he's put a few of them straight into his starting lineup for today then. It seems he's gone full strength yet again and was once again going to be deploying the 4-4-2 formation once again. Let's jump into the game and hope for the best.
Right, boys, we've got a very difficult game today. The odds are stacked against us, but I know if every single one of you gives 110%, we can go out there and we can potentially win this. Go out there and do me proud. I'm not fussed about the result, as long as every single one of you works your absolute socks off. If we can get a draw and take this back to our gaff, we'll be absolutely laughing. This is going to be a hard game, but you boys can do it. Enjoy this one, boys.
And let's have a look at what Curty has selected for Aldershot. There's some good players in there. I'm already recognising Tanner, who I know is a very, very good player. Same with Mullings. There's some really good players in there. I am worried, but let's jump into kickoff then. I am ready and raring to go. Right, kickoff then. Mullings kicks us this game off then, and we go ready into this. As Aldershot have the ball early on. Lang, what's that, Louis? What's that, Lewis Lang? That is an interesting header out there. But early on, Aldershot of a throw in deep into our half. Tinkler back to Crislet, ball into Mullings. Let's not do this, boys, as Elliott can easily claim that one 38 seconds into the game. And their boys were already very far pushed forward, but we got a ball here. Thompson, he gets tackled and rants Chislett and goes back to the Aldershot keeper, Walker. Calm as you like then, coming forward. Obviously, this game is always going to be hard, as I feel like they're playing long ball football, and that is a really poor shot from Mullings there 2 minutes into this game. I'm thinking maybe not going positive, maybe playing a bit more balanced, sitting back a little bit more, absorbing some more pressure, and hopefully doing well. But Donowa, somehow it's going away. Rose there is blocked, and Thompson, I mean, what is that? It's lumped forward, and Walker can easily come and pick this one up. 5 minutes in then. And so far, it's been all Aldershot. There's another highlight, but Liddell can pick this one up then. Campbell, but Fowler easily comes and claims that. And Rance in the middle for Aldershot. Ball across to Mullings. Chislett across to Tinkler on this right-hand side. Ball across. It's blocked and it goes up for corner on this right-hand side then. Tanner is the one to take this. Tanner, ball in. Mullings is there. And it's headed over the bar. I'm looking at the boys and, I mean, we're only 8 minutes in and they're already starting to show some good signs. And it's just all Aldershot at the moment. I'm really struggling to work out how we can get past this. The individual quality that they've got is really strong compared to ours. Their team, player for player, is better than ours, no two ways about it. But there's a chance here potentially for Darlington as it goes forward, and we're just lumping this forward. I'm thinking we might try and keep the ball a bit more as Tanner goes through, and Tanner goes 1-0 up. At this point, I need to go and change this. It's not working so much. We need to change down the directness, and with this, we're not going to distribute to flanks. We're going to distribute to centre backs instead, and try not to lump it too far forward. It's obvious to see maybe Elliott's distribution is not quite what we're expecting, and they pounce from that mistake as Tanner goes and stabs that one home. He's their best player for Aldershot then. It's 1-0 Aldershot, and there's a highlight straight after the goal. Galbraith back to Lang then. Potentially we can build from this. Galbraith, maybe we're going for a bit more possession-based football and see if we can build from this. That is really what we're trying to do here. Lang, forward now. We're trying to do short passing, but if it's going to do that, I'm not too fussed if we're going to be able to get something from this. It goes back to Reedy then. And that was probably the most pointless highlight I've seen. And we're yet to even really get into their half. We're supposed to be playing wing players. Hatfield here is going to step up for this one. Willie Hatfield, but Walker can easily save that one for Aldershot. And 16 minutes in then, our first shot is finally been registered. But, I don't know what we're going to do come half-time. But Donowa, ball forward now. Martin picks that one up. Can we get there first? No, we can't. Fowler comes and claims that. Back Finney, back to Walker then. 17 minutes in then, and it's always going to be a difficult one, this. I know I said that I was hoping for either a strong team, a challenge, or a nice weak team, but I think this is probably one of the hardest draws we could have got, maybe apart from Yeovil. But yeah, it's going to be a difficult one. As Rowe now goes out to Anyapong on this left-hand side even. It goes out for a corner for Aldershot once again. They're still knocking on this door, and at this point, I've got to really consider how I'm going to change this game around. At the moment, I'm still yet to work out how to do so. Lang heads clear, forward to back to Tanner. Chislett can pick this one up then. Can we grab the ball and break? No. Tinkler out wide now in space, down to Rowe on this right left-hand side. Ball across, Liddell's there. Easy picks that one up. Thompson into Hatfield, and it's shot. And our boys just aren't quick enough to get to the ball, let's be honest. Thompson on this left-hand side. Thompson back now to Lang. If we're going to put balls in like that, there's not really much I can do. As Lang stops the first ball coming in, but can we stop the second? No, it goes out to Tinkler on this right-hand side. Ball across to Anyapong, and Elliott makes a good save. And it's going to go for a corner on this right-hand side. It is literally, at the moment, all of them. Right, how are we going to change this? That's the question. We need to think about a change. And I'm already thinking we bring Campbell back to help a bit more defensively, play a bit more as a playmaker on support, leave Martin a little bit more exposed up the top, maybe even put him as an advanced forward up there, carrying on into this. But, there's a corner, was nothing to come from that. 20 minutes gone. We aren't really showing that much. I'm potentially hoping to drop one guy a bit further back to help out the defensive duties, to then help us then go forward when we need to. Chislett now across. Mullings is there, and Elliott can easily save that. 25 minutes in, we are being absolutely dominated here. And as I say, the individual quality, there's not really much I can do there. We're playing short passing, yet our boys are lumping out. It's not really making much sense to me. As the ball comes in and it's over the bar once again, I think what we do is we turn down our tempo, keep our passing really, really short. There's no reason to go lumping that one out. We don't need to go lumping that one forwards. Distribute it to centre-backs. Try and roll it out if we can. Take short. Nah, we'll leave it as it is. We'll confirm that then. Go a bit more shorter, a bit more slower pace, try and dictate the game a little bit better. We're chasing the game at this point. We're not able to play how we originally wanted. There's a highlight. Donowa, Thompson, back to Donowa on this right-hand side. Ball across now. Then Martin's there, but it's blocked. Are we going to get there first? No. As I've already mentioned many, many times, Aldershot, on paper, we're just a lot stronger team. A division above for a reason. Their players, every single position's better, as Elliott makes another good save 30 minutes into this, and we're really yet to even start getting going in this game. As the ball goes out wide, and once again, we should be getting there. Maybe we put Thompson a bit more of a winger to get the depth out wide, instead of playing so far inside, because at the moment, we've got that extra player in the cam position. Do we really need Thompson cutting inside? Not particularly, really. As it goes out wide to Tinkler on this right-hand side, and he's offside. Another highlight, Chislett, Rowe. Out wide now to Tinkler on this right-hand side. Another ball to come in. Tanner picks his loose ball up. Chislett's there. Ball in. There's a highlight, Lang. Maybe this could be the turning point for us. Campbell. Across now, out wide to Donowa. Heads down to Trotman. Ball into Donowa. This is a promising play here. Donowa, where's he going? Back in, it's blocked. And it's going to be going the way of Aldershot as it comes forward now to Tanner, who's got this man over on this left-hand side. If you can find him, he does. Mullings in acres of space. And Elliott makes a good save to keep it 2-0. We had a chance there and we've squandered it. Our boys just aren't really putting a shift in. Like, I look at Thompson there, he probably should have been pushing a bit further forward for that. Maybe we change back to the 4-2-4 at this point. I'm not too sure. Is Campbell in space? Is he going to shoot? It's poor. Walker can easily come and save that. 37 minutes gone then. And we're yet to really get into this game at all. And it's going all the way of Aldershot. We're being absolutely overrun at this point. It goes out wide. Reed, Campbell. I mean, there was not really much need for that, but Martin can pick up the loose ball, and that touch has cost us, really. Aldershot once again coming forward. Fowler. Back to Finney then. Out wide. And Trotman, probably our best player, can come pick this ball up. Goes back to Galbraith then. Can we build from this? I'm not liking the fact we keep going backwards. I want to go forwards, boys. Lang. Forward. And a mistake. Martin now can come racing forward. He's got a man over. He can find him. Does he find him? No, he doesn't. 40 minutes gone. Aldershot are still leading this 2-0, and there's a highlight. Galbraith to put a free kick in. Ball across. Lang's there. And, he did it last game, but can't do it today. Oh, it's disappointing. It's really disappointing. I'm thinking the long ball football is working better ever since doing that. We're starting to get a few more highlights, but it's not too many, really. What is that? What is that? We're lucky there. We're really, really lucky there as it goes wide, but it's disappointing. Lang now, ball forwards. It's the issue we have is if we go long ball, we're going to lose the ball a lot. But at this point, with the quality they've got, they keep the ball a lot. That's when we get it, we kind of need to be using it. If we're going to stick it straight at the fullbacks, we're never going to get anywhere. Fowler. Oh, it's not so well. Fowler into Tanner. We missed that tackle as Tanner's coming bearing down on this right-hand side. He's tackled and it's just wide. 45 minutes gone and we're still at 2-0. I don't know how at this point. It's really not going as well as intended. His Rance now on this right-hand side. Back to Rowe on the right. Can he get a ball in? No, he's offside there. 45 minutes gone and just going into extra time at this point then. I'm thinking at half-time, maybe we change back up to the 4-2-4. Potentially, as that ball is interesting. Lang out wide to Thompson now on this left-hand side. Can we get a ball into the middle? Is he going to fire it back? Yep, he's going to fire it back at the fullback once again. We might be bringing him off at half-time as Mullings is now bearing down on goal again as Elliott makes another great save. 46 minutes gone. It's just... I'm yet to work out. I'm thinking the long ball football is working a bit better, keeping it simple rather than trying to play possession-based, but it's not going too well. Is that's interesting. We should have really cleared that. And Trotman, great tackle there at half-time. We need to get into these boys. It's not going too well. We need to go into the second half. We need to make a change. Rivers is coming out on this left-hand side. Campbell's going back up top. We're going to play two advanced forwards. Play Rivers out here as a winger on attack. And at this point, we kind of need to get them changes confirmed and get on into the second half. Second half is underway. Then Martin kicks us off then, and potentially we've changed formation back to the 4-2-4, playing a bit more wingers on attack, and hopefully can make a bit more out of this. Let's be honest, it's a ball forward. Donowa, early signs here, but they can easily come and pick that up. Tanner now down this right-hand side for Aldershot. It's blocked, and we get the ball one again. Liddell. That's poor. That's really poor. The problem is you look at our pass completion here, it's really low. We're not having much of the ball. When we do get the ball, we're just not doing anything with it. That's the issue we're having. But when we play a bit shorter, it's just not going anywhere. We kind of need to lump it forward a bit more and hope for the best as Martin now can potentially break away. It's down to Donna on this right-hand side. Potentially a chance for us to salvage one back at this point. Donowa. Oh, and a great tackle from their right back. Left back even. It's gone out for a corner on this right-hand side. Is Galbraith going to be the one to take this ball in? Finney clears away and looks like they're going to get there first. Is Martin once again hacks a player down. They seem to be playing a lot of attacking-based football. At this point, I'm going to have to throw the hat into the ring. Martin is not playing well. Armstrong is going to come on. He's going to play as that poacher on attack. He's one of our youngsters at this point. We need a wild card. Potentially, he's going to be that man with a bit of fight. His debut for the club. Out wide then to Rivers. Out to Campbell now. On this left-hand side, there's a man in the middle if we can find him. Rivers, ball across. Donna was there. Heads on and Walker once again saves. Walker's not had much to do, but when he's been called upon, he's been fantastic for Aldershot in the sticks. And it's, as I say, it's really, really hard to break them down. But a free kick here. Is blocked. Hatfield can pick this up then. Back to Galbraith. Can he find it into the middle? Back does. Rivers now. Into Donowa. Campbell's there and it's blocked once again. Every time we get close, they seem to break us down. As Tanner now has spaced down this right-hand side. He's got a man in the middle if you can find him. Goes back to Rowe instead though. A man over. He finds it. Tinkler. Ball across. Mullings is there and Elliott once again keeping us in this. We're starting to build now though. As soon as we change it, we've changed it up a bit and it's starting to work a little bit better. But Campbell should be getting there first really. As Tanner now can come back inside into Chislett. Out wide now then. And Trotman clears that, but only as far as Kinsella. Kinsella, where's he going? Into Chislett now then. Ball across to Rowe. Out wide then to Tinkler. Once again, Tanner down this right-hand side. Can we block the ball from coming in? Tinkler's there. And it's a really, really poor clearance straight to the path of Craig Tanner, who slots it past Elliott. And I mean, there's not really much I could have done there. Nothing. I mean, this clearance, I think it was from Galbraith, was appalling. From Galbraith, heads it straight into the line of Tanner, and Tanner is quickest to react and stabs that one home. Elliott's got no chance. 3-0 Aldershot at this point. I mean, Trotman stepped inside there, and Angyapong's done him. Down this right-hand side, Angyapong ball in. Tanner, he's on a hat-trick, but he doesn't get it there, as Rivers now can come bombing forward down our left, as Campbell can pick this ball up then. There's men in the middle if we can find him. Campbell, ball across. Donna was there, and it's over the bar. 65 minutes on the clock, and Tanner once again for Aldershot down this right-hand side for them. He's been easily the man of the match so far. 65 minutes of this game. He's got 2 goals, and it's 4-0, boys. It's really difficult. No matter how many different tactical styles I'm trying, it's just really, really not going well. Player for player, they are better in every single position. It's really difficult. Their goalkeeper has something like 15 reflexes and 15 one-on-ones. Getting past him is going to be difficult. We'll have a look. I'll show you him in a sec, because yeah, we'll make that tactical change. Walker, you see here, he's got 16 reflexes, 14 one-on-ones. For non-league level, that keeper is unbelievable. With stats like that, you can probably expect it like a 16 and 14. Most top keepers will have that kind of stats, which, I mean, getting past him was always going to be hard. And getting past the rest of the team was going to be hard enough at this point. 70 minutes on the clock, and there's a free kick. Galbraith ball in, and it's headed out for a corner on this right-hand side. And once again, Darlington have a chance here to potentially salvage some form of pride, as Galbraith heads in and Finney clears. Who's going to get there first? Reedy gets there first, but it's just nothing to come from this at all. Rowe down this corner, a free kick, and once again it's in. That's suspect, because that looked a little bit offside to me, but it's 5-0. Whittingham, it's a pile on the pain here. I feel like he's gone very, very attacking at this point, but it looks like, I don't know about you, but no, who's this here? Campbell has just kept him on side. What is that? That is appalling play from Campbell. Really, really poor. Little now down this left-hand side. Goes up to Rivers. Potentially chance to salvage a little bit of pride at this point, really. There's no chance of us winning this. It's Galbraith. Ball up to Armstrong. Campbell has been awful today. The problem was Martin was even worse. We just don't have another striker on the bench, or someone who could even play there partly. Is that poor? The problem is it's been a lot of a case of really poor passes. We just can't string 2 or 3 passes together to even get anywhere near their goal. And it wouldn't surprise me if they're going to score another here, as it's cleared. And our boys just aren't reacting. Campbell is just lazy. Let's be honest here. Campbell is just really, really lazy. He should be getting to them far more, but it seems his work rate is incredibly low, because he just hasn't got to any of the balls we've put in today. Chris Chislett on this left-hand side then. Back out to Rowe. Into Tanner. It's blocked. Tanner, and once again, they're still knocking on this door. It's blocked, and our boys just aren't getting to it. They're just kind of giving up. Maybe we should put up our pressing urgency a little bit more. There's another ball comes in. It's going to be another goal. 6-0, we're being demolished, boys. I just don't know how we're supposed to turn this round. Let's be honest here. It was always going to be an uphill struggle. I wasn't expecting to be this much, but I just can't seem to get anything going. These boys just can't seem to string 2 or 3 passes together. It's really difficult. Curty's got his team set up fantastically, absolutely fantastically. You got to credit Curty for this, because it's a tactical genius really here. There's just not really much we can do. Every time we get somewhere, their boys are straight on top of us. You see there, we're either playing really poor long balls, or it's just every time we play short, they're there to intercept it immediately. It's just every pass we seem to do never seems to get to its intended target. And when they do, they don't seem to hang on. And then when we do, our touches are that awful that we can't seem to even get from there. There was a chance there, but the young striker, Armstrong, can't seem to get onto that properly, as Whittingham once again comes forward to Aldershot down this right-hand side. Tanner, it's blocked and goes out for a corner on this right-hand side. It's a really difficult game, this. I feel like they may be, at this point, do we just go attacking, or do we just try and do damage limitation? I mean, it's probably just damage limitation, isn't it, really? There's not really much we can do. We go back to Reedy then. Where are we going from here? Trotman. Back to Galbraith. Out wide then to Armstrong. Whittingham. coming forward for Aldershot. Once again, they have the ball. They've been absolutely dominant on possession, 58%. They've been dominant in every single stat. It's been a very, very difficult game to manage. No matter what I've seen to do, Curty's got an answer for it. Is once again they're coming forward. This team just seems fantastic for Aldershot, and it's really annoying because I'm really enjoying this Darlington adventure, but it's looking like it's pretty much confirmed that it's going to be over today, which is disappointing. But I mean, you never know. FM21 just around the corner, but it's just, as I say, this is always going to be a difficult game. Maybe we make our last change, bring Reedy on a bit further forward, bring Wheatley in a bit deep, bring Holness on a bit deeper, play him as a ball winner a bit more. Yeah, I think this is what we got to do. Any chance of us getting into this? Obviously, when we changed this last time, put Reed a bit further forward. He scored. This point, it was pretty much just trying to get a goal and stop them from having that clean sheet. But it's just really, really difficult, this game. It's looking like then this damaged imitation. Oh, I'm speaking too soon. Is once again Aldershot have a throw in down this deep in our half. We carry on then. Armstrong back to Reed, Hatfield. And we've actually got some possession at this point. Lang forward to Armstrong. Back to Rivers then. At this point, 6-0. I mean, they've been absolutely ruthless today. It's difficult to take, but I just don't know the turning point. The problem is it's no matter what I've done, it just seems that nothing's really clicked. They've always seemed to have the answer for it, and they've just been absolutely rampant. It's really difficult to get anywhere with this. And the time we're actually starting to string some passes together is the time it really doesn't matter. Is there we go. It's full time then, 6-0. They've got and won it in. Let's be honest to them, it was always going to be an uphill struggle playing against a team that were that much stronger than us. You look at some of their players. We'll have a look at some of the players in the post-match. We'll go look at their main player, Tanner, who is, for this level, is fantastic. You go look at Mitch Walker in the sticks, who is, I don't know how Aldershot have a player that is this good. He's a really good shot stopper, which made things, any chance of us getting through, really hard. You look at their fullbacks, really good. You look at Finney. Is it Finney? Yeah, Finney, really quick centre-back. Always going to be hard to lump balls over the top to him. Who was their main? They got Anyapong down this right-hand side. Most of these players are better than our players by far. Let's go look at Chislett, because Chislett, once again, was really good. Like, you look at his pace, playing in the middle as a box-to-box. He's really, really good player. Technicals, not so much, but mentals and physicals, really good for this level. And it was always going to be hard. And the better team came out on top, it's fair to say. I mean, you look at them stats, they've absolutely dominated us. We've not even really got into this. We'll quickly go look at the analysis. But, I mean, most of the game was played in our half. It was really difficult to get down. When we attacked, they attacked always down this left-hand side. And our balls came down from this right-hand side. It just was very difficult. And most of our boys just didn't show up today. And it's disappointing. But congratulations to Curty and Aldershot. And I wish them the best in the upcoming tournament, and I hope they can go the whole way, because my God, this team is strong.
What on God's earth was that? You were shambolic. Did half of you even realise we were playing football today, boys? The passing, poor. Effort, poor. The only one of you who showed up today who can leave this match with any kind of dignity is Elliot in the sticks. The rest of you, appalling performance. I'm ashamed of you boys today.
Boys, what a performance!
Crouchy, what?
Easy, comfortable 3-0 win. What more can you ask for? All the boys played well. Reedy, great volley, mate.
Crouchy, we won 3-0 last week, you utter pillock. We just got battered 6-0. What game were you watching?
Oh, bugger.
FM Ben Radio here, and what a dismal display from the Darlington boys today. Ben has been absolutely fuming with his players. Very few people expected a win today though, but to go out and lose in the fashion that they have done today is shocking. A lot of players seem very switched off today and not really wanting to be there. No matter how Ben seemed to set up Darlington, the strength of Aldershot really showed. We head over now to the reporter who is with Ben now.
Ben, what happened out there?
I mean, if I'm being frank with you, the boys I was relying on to step up in this tough game just simply didn't really. I'm not happy with how the boys have played today and the effort shown by most of the boys out there today. We're working hard really towards improving for the start of next season, that's for sure.
Change anything going into this game to try and get a different result? What would you change?
I think if I'd have known that the boys I put out today would have played as poorly as they did, I think I would have given some other players a chance. I'm annoyed and quite frankly upset by the performance shown today, as we're much, much better than that, really.
After a result as bad as that, surely people will be asking about your suitability for the job. How do you answer?
I'd like to think that the reason we were outclassed today was mainly due to Aldershot being a far superior team to us, managed by a more experienced manager. I'm hoping that the fans can still support me ahead of the next... Sorry. Hello?
Come to the boardroom now.
Right, I'm sorry, I've got to go.
Good luck.
Right, Ben. Simply put, that result was not good enough. We're very, very disappointed by this. I know, I am sorry. I'm deeply disappointed by the result. I know we got things wrong today, and I know we played nowhere near the full potential of the squad. Having said this, though, we understand that this was always going to be a difficult one for you to win, and we do still believe in your abilities as manager, and we're looking forward to the prospect of another season under your tutelage with a backing of a window. Are you still on board with this project?
I thought you were about to sack me. Yes, I am still on board. Will Crouchy be able to stay permanently?
Yes, Crouchy will be signed permanently if that is what you wish. We look forward to having you on board next season. I best get things prepared for next season then. Thank you so much for keeping faith in me.
So it's over. Our Darlington FC Cup adventure has come to a close. I was hoping for a bit more fight from the boys today, but unfortunately that is how the cookie crumbles. I just want to give a massive shout out though to Curty, who's been a great laugh, a great sport, and an all-round cracking bloke. Make sure you go check out his links in the description. Please do like and subscribe, gang. We'll be back with Darlington in FM21, but make sure you stay safe, stay at home, and until next time, gang, peace.